Probably, the number of pitches depends on which office you're talking about. I would say on average it's probably between 50 to 100 pitches a month in the busier offices. There's a massive difference between who the LA team are pitching to who the German team are pitching to. In LA, obviously, our main client base are the film supervisors, the movie supervisors and the TV supervisors. On the East Coast in New York, we've got the video games and the ad agencies in North America. But again, they're in Chicago, they're in Portland, they're all over the place in America. In the UK, it's London, London, London. So all you've got is London, with a little bit of fantastic JWT Manchester and some people in Leeds, but majority in London. So it really depends what territory you're working in, but predominantly the client groups are ad agencies, music supervisors, third-party music supervisors who work for ad agencies, movie supervisors, and then the broadcasters as well, and then obviously video gamers. So it's a mixed bag. For somewhere like Japan or Australia, you actually have, a lot in Japan, we have it's quite sort of tied up with 3 or 4 music production companies who hold all the cards they have the access point to the ad agencies. So really, if you go around them, you start to undermine, relationships. And so very much in Japan, it's through 3 or 4 key relationships that you get access to all of the ad agencies, not with the ad agencies directly. So it varies territory by territory, but I would say 50 to 100 a month in the busier offices. So it's pretty fast turnover, which is why catalogue knowledge is so important. You can have the same pitch from 4 or 5 different people, one being the ad agency, sometimes another party being the brand direct, or a third-party music supervisor, and so it really depends on which media type you're working in and how many people the originating party has briefed out to. So it varies. You come in the morning and you don't know who you're going to be pitching to, but the idea is not to wait for the pitches to just come in. It's also to take music, and this is what we spend quite a lot of time doing, is listening to the music again to know what we've got, new stuff, and then catalogues that we've taken on, but also then to say this lyric fits with this brand message, and take it out to a brand or out to an ad agency and say, look, this brand has this message, it ties very nicely with this band's profile or messaging or song title, is there something to be done? So it's a balance between reactive pitching, and that's the 50 to 100, and then proactive, which is flipping it over and going out to people. And there's not always the need there. Quite often people say, thanks very much, don't need that. But it's appreciated that you're thinking about a brand, its messaging, its target audience, its demographic, its reach globally or territorially. So you've got to work both ways, otherwise it becomes a very reactive business, and that's not what we want to be about.